kind of nervous to record this video because to me, emotionally, this is the most high stakes thing I've done in The Sims in a long time. If this doesn't work, I am going to be so sad. So that's why the outcome of this video is almost like make or break for this pack for me. Today, we are going to attempt to run a daycare with businesses and hobbies. And if you've been following my channel for a long time, you'll know that daycares are one of my #1 most requested features for The Sims 4. I have made multiple videos with wish lists of what I want to see out of a daycare pack. You guys, I'm getting kind of desperate. I want to be able to have a daycare like I used to in The Sims 3 so bad. And it seems like with this pack, we're gonna be able to do something like that. We can open a small business that runs out of our home and then select activities that the Sims who visit our business will do. There's even a whole section of kid activities and we can have them do things like homework, playing with toys. So I'm gonna select all of those. We can charge an hourly fee to visit and then we can make our target customers be infants, toddlers, and children. We can even make it a required criteria and then change it so the caregiver leaves, which kind of makes us the caregiver. I'm gonna set this up as the Nordhoven daycare and then I'll show you around. But first I wanna give you a couple quick disclaimers. I'm only able to record this because EA gave me early access through the EA Creator Network. And because of that, we've got a couple kind of weird things going on with this version of the game. This is not final software. We don't have access to the gallery. And there's also a kind of annoying watermark floating across the screen. I did not put that there. It's just on the game. And obviously I'm not being paid or anything. I literally just got given access to this pack early. But with that out of the way, let me show you what I've built. And this is actually a starter home and I was kind of impressed with how much I managed to get for such a small amount of money. I've designed it so the entire downstairs is the daycare area. I've got some desks for kids to do their homework. I have some toys in here. I put a little TV. This is also because we don't have a TV upstairs. So if we want to watch one, we can use this. We have activity tables. This is kind of supposed to be like the baby section. I might need to get some more stuff for the infants and toddlers. I'm just gonna kind of see how it works. We also have a bathroom with a tub and a toddler potty down here. And then upstairs, we can access our house from this back door. I have a lot of debug fencing and things over here. And then up here, we have kind of like a studio apartment for our own sim. She has a kitchen, she's got a bed, we have bookshelves, and we also have this little bathroom. I would love to expand upon this house, but our higher priority is to expand upon the daycare, I think. Before we start, I do have a couple of concerns. Number one, this is not gonna appease my desire for a daycare. I can already tell you, I just don't think that this is gonna work the way that I want a daycare career to work. This kind of feels like I'm running an indoor playground and not like I'm running a daycare. And obviously I haven't tested it yet, but that's kind of my immediate fear of how it's gonna go. I'm also kind of scared that there's not gonna be enough kids in the town for us to have customers. So if that happens, I'm gonna go and make some and just populate the town and then we'll come back and try again. I just wanna test it without doing that first and see what happens. Like, will the game generate more or will I just have nobody? I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. So let's just open the business and we'll see. I do also wanna set up some employee tasks because we can set us to care for little ones. I'll probably have us clean. Maybe I'll fix objects and be friendly. I don't know. I just don't know what we're gonna need to even have set up. Okay, I'm gonna start by making her cook. Oh, we have our first guest. This is one of the Sims that lives in this world. That's the tattoo artist. And Olivia Kim Lewis is coming too. Please come in. What? Oh my God. Oh no, I'm supposed to be running my business. I was trying to make some food so I could feed the kids. Okay, we're not off to a good start. Hey, so I can't afford to replace this. Is anybody even gonna come in? Oh, we've got one. Maybe I should leave this outside. Maybe that would be better. Gives them more room. I've got another one. Oh, we've got 2 people coming. Oh, look, she's even doing her homework. Another one. This is Eric. That's also one of the new townies. All customers that meet the required target customer criteria are either already here or have visited too recently. Consider expanding the possible target customers or making the criteria not required to encourage more customers to visit. Okay, wow. I've been playing for about 2 seconds and that has already happened. That is what I was worried about. So I'm gonna go make some other Sims. Oh, look at how cute this is. These are both new for infants from the pack. Okay, I just randomized 3 Sims for us. I didn't actually make them. I literally just randomized them real quick. I fear that even that's not gonna be enough. I might wanna make at least 2 or 3 more households too. The good news is that I can't use the gallery, so I have to make every single one of them. Okay, this should be enough. I've made a bunch of Sims. We have a bunch of single parents who have like 5 kids. but hopefully they'll all come visit our daycare and now we can try and play again. Okay, I had to reopen the business when I reloaded, so I just lost money because I had to pay to open twice. Can I have it back? I'm gonna cheat for it back. Look, here comes more of them. Please come in. Oh, it's our first toddler! Another toddler! All customers that meet the required criteria are either already here or visited too recently. What do you mean? There's loads more customers. I made so many of them. Okay, but do you see what I mean by glorified indoor playground? Because I can't see these Sims needs. I don't know what they want. I don't have like a couple of kids that come back guaranteed every day. So I can do things like try to potty train them, but I can't actually take care of them. I have no control over what skills they're gaining. I don't know if they need to eat. Hey, we're growing renown at least. Not that I can see. It doesn't look like we've made any progress. Here, look, maybe I'll come help this Sim with her homework. Help with homework. Okay, that is kind of cute. Oh, she finished it, never mind. I can't help her. Oh, look, Olivia made a picture. I can hang that up. That's cute. Also, I thought the adults were supposed to leave, but they're still here. He's like teaching his kid something outside. Where are you going? You're leaving the daycare to go order food? Oh my God, you left all these kids unattended? Oh, hey, that guy Alton is actually cooking. All right, I will admit, I'm not mad. He did only cook for himself, but it could be worse. All right, and maybe we shut down at 8 p.m. That feels reasonable. We made 105 simoleons today. I gained barely any business renown. I can afford to replace my stove now, but if I do that, I can't afford to open my business tomorrow morning. So that is honestly like really concerning. Maybe I should delete this. Originally, I was thinking that it would be nice to have a fake little section for feeding them, but maybe it would be better to have some toys there. I actually do feel like that's better. Let's try it. Well, I guess that's day one of running a daycare. I would say that it went really bad, actually. I'm just gonna go to sleep and we'll hope for better tomorrow. I kind of feel like this is more the sort of thing that I would like to bring my Sims to. Again, on that like indoor playground sort of wavelength. I could see myself having fun visiting this place, maybe more so than running it. And I still want to see a real daycare career. Oh, an infant. Well, rise and shine. We're open before work. Let's see what happens. You all want to come in? Our first customer. This is the baby. Looks like she's bringing him inside. This is definitely gonna be easier without growing together because these kids can crawl now. Normally when you have growing together, your Sims have to work their way up to infant milestones, but we don't have other packs, just the base game and businesses and hobbies. So this one can crawl on its own. Oh, and all the kids left. They came before school for a little bit. Now they've left because they've gone to school. So we're here with just a toddler and the baby. Maybe I can put Simon to bed and I can get his parents to pay me to let him sleep in there. Oh no, there's another infant. It's the same lady, but she came back with a different kid for us to take care of. Oh, look, the little baby's playing with the dolls. Oh, I can try this one's first baby food. Let's give her some applesauce. Or not. Okay, she's gone. I can't do it. Looks like I just randomly put someone else in here autonomously. That's fine. I'm gonna try and feed Simon yogurt. I really want to do this. It's important to me. No! She just left the kid outside. I tried to feed him and it didn't work. Oh, this is going so bad. This is not how I wanted this to go. Trashly? Hey. Oh, you want to teach me how to start a small business? Are you implying that my business is going bad and that's why I need help? Because I would agree with you. Oh, she's autonomously teaching this one something. Look, teach to talk. That's good. Also, a bunch of these kids are skipping school right now to be here. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but it looks like they left this morning at 8 when school started and now somehow they're back. Wait a minute. I had a picture on that wall 2 seconds ago. I didn't just make that up. Did someone take it? What? I wanted to get like a little gallery wall of stuff the kids have drawn. Oh, they took it. Oh, I wanted to keep those. I guess that's okay. All right, I do have an infant just crawling around on their own. This is Alicia. Maybe I'll help her try a baby food. Oh, it's working. It's finally working. And Bella Goth's calling. You want to hang out with Nora? Sure. I was hoping she'd be asking if she should have a baby. Because you know how they call you up and they're like, hey, do you think I should try for another baby? I would have said, yes, please do try for a baby, actually. Oh, Alicia disliked the smashed avocado. That's a red flag, Alicia. Avocado is good. One thing I would love to expand to is maybe having like some more playground equipment, some more space inside. We're just not really making enough money to justify that right now, but I'm hopeful that perhaps tomorrow we could increase our prices. Oh, I can't mop this. I think one of the kids peed on the floor right here and I can't get to it because of the blocks. There we go. Are you, excuse you, you're getting food out of my house without permission? That's a little bit bold, Brian. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, This one just peed her pants. Oh no. Olivia, that's your own fault. You sat there playing with that dollhouse way too long. I saw her saying she had to pee for ages and she just never left. That is kind of cute. I feel like a lot of kids have been there. I mean, I'm pretty sure I did that when I was little. Didn't want to stop playing, so just stayed there and then peed my pants by accident. All right, yesterday I closed up shop at 8 p.m. I don't think they need me. I feel like I don't actually have to take care of any of these kids, so I might just let her sleep and I'll leave the business open overnight and see what happens. We could even potentially consider expanding to have some more beds or something, because then I could put sleeping as one of the activities. I think it's maybe a little bit more fun if they play with the toys though, right? Yeah, there's Simon, just asleep on the floor. Maybe when I open up tomorrow, I'll try harder to build relationships with these Sims. Right now, I'm just trying to get to this first star level. Olivia just passed out. She's been going through it. Okay, we've been open for 22 hours. We can only be open for 23, so I'll just close. We made 455 simoleons today. Oh my God. Let's rethink this. I'm gonna set the price modifier to be pricey. I mean, childcare is expensive. Let's open up again. I want this swing set. Wouldn't that be so fun? It's 800. We'll get there. We'll get there today. Here comes the first one. No currently available customers. That can't be true. We have loads of customers. I made so many. We have not even seen anywhere near all of them. Can they not use this room? Oh no, it's residential. How did that happen? I had that set correctly. Oh, well that explains why they keep peeing their pants. Oh, well, I should be allowed to reimburse that second opening fee. It only feels fair. Here I was just judging them for constantly peeing their pants by accident, and meanwhile it was my fault. I think that these Sims are having a hard time because they feel like there's nowhere they can set their kids down. I keep seeing them come in and then like get confused, so maybe I should leave some more open space. Maybe that would be better. Oh, here we go. I can afford the swing set now. I'm getting a wooden swing set. Hopefully that's not too close to the building. I think they might swing into the wall, but that's okay. It happens. Should I adjust the business tasks? I don't know. I want them to do all of these though. Maybe I could turn off science table and we can have them play on playground equipment. Look, our first one. Olivia's using it. I hope she stays there and racks up a massive bill because it's $7 an hour to be on that swing set. Okay, I'm gonna start trying to help potty train some of these kids if it lets me. Billy? Oh no, Olivia's using the bath. That's actually good. She can stay in there then because she was really stinky. No customers available. What do you mean? There's plenty of customers available. Okay, a couple of these kids are kind of smelly, so I'm gonna try and bathe them. Like, look at how stinky that one is. So I'll bathe Simon first. And then I saw this one, Bristol, also could use a bath. Oh, is she leaving though? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm putting him to bed. Oh, see, it's like I'm running a real daycare. I actually cared for that one. Okay, I'm gonna try and give Bristol a bath because she also is kind of stinky. I'm having a hard time doing it because she keeps playing with toys. It's hard to catch her at the right time. Okay, here we go. Oh, Olivia just passed out again. She's always doing that here. You know, I sort of thought that by now we would have a better relationship with the kids, but maybe there's just too many of them, so it's hard to keep track of. I really need a second bathroom. I really could benefit, I think, from having bathroom stalls. What if I gave myself a little advance, some money? What if we got a loan of 5,000 simoleons and we used it to extend the building a little bit more? Can you fit 2 toilet stalls back here? Oh, good, we can. Okay. Well, this is actually really nice for my Sim because all of a sudden she has a big balcony upstairs by her front door too. I'm kind of feeling like this is really strange, and that would be because it is really strange, but maybe we could rearrange it like this. I don't really like this big long hallway. I would prefer if it was bigger than this, but I think it'll do for now. And then we have the tub separate, which will be better to accommodate more Sims, and maybe we can just further extend some more of this, because this could be a good place for us to put some monkey bars. I wish that I had that fenced in somehow, but it's okay. Oh look, she's feeding one of the kids. That's so good. One of the dads is asleep in my bed, which is a little strange. Oh, you know what we could maybe do? This is a little bit weird too, but I think I might put those counters back where I had them. I won't have a fridge there anymore, but I can use this for me to put food out. Like maybe I could set this out for some of the, oh no, it won't let me. It's because of him. It's because he just ate the last one. I was gonna try and feed the kids with it and he just went and took it for himself. So maybe I can make a little salad and we can leave it out downstairs for them to get food from. Okay, my Sim's kind of tired. Apparently so is Brian. I would like to sleep in my own bed. I'll just leave the toddlers be. I think they can manage by themselves, right? I saw one of them eating the salad. Oh no, and Olivia passed out again. No customers, blah, blah, blah. I've got some. She passed out again. You need to go home, Olivia. Meanwhile, she just comes back outside and starts swinging at 3 a.m. That on triple speed is scary. Alexander is napping inside of the bathtub. These two babies are just unattended downstairs. I really want to get this first star. I can't believe we still don't have it. All right, we have to close soon. I'll just close now. We made 611 today, which actually is not that much of an increase considering we increased our prices, but I'm going again. All right, I'm trying to serve some breakfast. I should be careful because the last time she tried to make eggs and toast, she burnt the house down. I'm gonna go try and give a bath to this baby Simon. Oh, or I'll just put him to bed, I guess. Whatever, that's fine. Oh, interview opportunity. Okay. A local news station reached out to Naomi asking for an interview. This is a golden opportunity for her to talk positively about her own small business. It could also be an opportunity for her to point out the flaws of other small businesses. No. I'm gonna stay positive. And we got more renown from that. Hopeful hustle. Hey, listen, I'm just gonna buy this tip jar. It's about time they start tipping me for taking care of their kids. And you know what? This whole time, I haven't even introduced you to our sim. I should have done that a long time ago. So let me pop into cast real quick. This is Naomi Johnson. She has the esteemed entrepreneur aspiration. She's family oriented and idealist and outgoing. And I gave her a bunch of outfits using the new stuff. So she's got like the new shirt, the new jeans on. This is one of the new hairstyles. Here is her formal outfit. Here's her athletic wear, our sleepwear, our party wear. This is her swimwear, hot weather and cold weather. In hindsight, I didn't actually use that much of the new stuff. I used some new stuff on her outfits. I did think about giving her like an apron or something, or maybe even like these overalls, because this does feel like it could maybe be good for her to be running the business with. Let me just change her earrings out and her eyeshadow to be pink. Oh, that's pretty fun. Okay, so she can have two outfits now. The people are gonna start paying us more. See, 10 an hour is a lot better. Let me feed this baby. Maybe I'll play peekaboo with the baby too. Oh, what are you mad about? The environment? That's kind of rude because I think it's really nice in here. Okay, now that I have some more money, let me see about improving upon this. I'm gonna use the new sinks. These are the ones from this pack. Those mirrors match them. I really liked it originally when we had 2 homework desks, so I might try and switch that back. And maybe I can put some more toys on the floor. The problem is they keep putting them away. So maybe it would be better if we didn't have the toy box and they just had to play with the toys that I have out already. Yeah, that feels a bit nicer. They're already using them. Why does this kid look so sad? What's wrong? Don't worry, I'll take care of you. We can try your first baby food or not. Okay, good to see that infants just never work. It doesn't matter what save you're in, it just doesn't work. I'm gonna share some small business tips to this kid. I don't really need to do that, but I'm trying to make myself have a nicer alignment. I'm curious also to see if I can use the small business board. 630. Okay, I'll wait. Just had to be open for a little bit longer. Okay, I wanted to see if I could use this small business board to teach any sort of lectures. I don't think that I can because we don't have any skill, but maybe once we have something like more violin skill, we could teach the class because kids can learn a few of the adult skills. Not all of them, but some of them. I'm almost curious just to cheat it and see if it works. To a certain extent, we're not doing a challenge. We're just trying to test this. So if I give her violin 5, we can then hold a violin lecture. Let's see if the children that are here will come listen. Oh, they will! I mean, if I set up attend lectures as one of the things, then they would. Yeah, see? Olivia's watching. Oh, that's really interesting. There are a few things you can teach kids. The kids can gain the fishing skill, they can gain violin, they could do piano, kids can learn mischief and logic. You can also teach kids video gaming and pottery. So that's an interesting thought too. Now that we've played with this a little bit and experimented a little bit, I'm kind of curious to do like a major overhaul renovation with cheats. Because I'm kind of curious to build upon this, have some more space to work with, and like more stuff for the kids to do. All right, let's start thinking about this because we're gonna have to make some major adjustments. And I think that number 1, I'm just gonna want to expand the building. I guess that's gonna include expanding the bathroom, which was another one of my main requests for myself. And that also means by default that we can expand the upstairs. I feel like maybe this part could get extended back just a tiny bit more. I also feel like this part could get extended out just a tiny bit more. It needs to be wider, I feel like. And dare I say, I think I might put the apartment on the 3rd floor. No, actually that's terrible. Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking just then. Let's reframe this thought process. That was a bad idea. I would like to have some more space. Of course, it's only a 20 by 15 lot, so space is a luxury, but I would like to have a little bit more of it. Mostly just because I want to have more of a playground. Let me delete like all of these things too. Okay, that gives us way more room for playground stuff. I'm also kind of thinking that I might extend this upstairs again. This is gonna become a little fake chimney just because it's a little bit flat. We need something else. Okay, well imagine this. We have a way bigger, way cuter playground area back here. I think that I maybe need to, oh, is that green? Oops, sorry. I keep using the green swatch instead of black by accident when I'm doing this. Okay, so we have that little ticket kiosk. I put this in my inventory, this debug tree. That's so funny. It's kind of clipping, but I think I can scoot it. Right now, I'm kind of trying to make that decision of how much grass versus concrete I want to have. More grass is probably better. We could also finally get some columns, I think. These aren't even really black. Is that the darkest color it comes in? Wow, okay. Hey, I'm gonna try it. We all gotta start somewhere, right? Ooh, I could get some more color. Okay, this might be an extraordinarily bad idea. This is definitely worse for you as a player if you own the building, because I'm gonna make your apartment smaller. Basically, my new concept is that this is your studio apartment, and then upstairs, we can have a little classroom in this place. Mostly because I really want to use this thing, and that's like the best way I can think of to incorporate it. But we can set it up like a little music class or something. All right, I know this is like all over the place, but I just got, I think, a good idea. I'm gonna try and redecorate this section as like a little mini kitchen. So it's kind of tucked off to the side. I feel like it might be kind of fun to have like 2 different themed bathrooms, maybe with 2 different tile colors where the tubs will go. Is this a dining table? Oh, it's a bar height one. I was like, why doesn't the chair fit? That makes sense. I'm gonna use the little kids chairs. I love these because we can use them in different colors. So we can kind of have a little bit of a rainbow thing going on in here. We also definitely do not need 3 high chairs, but I might put 3 of them anyway. This is good because we can leave food on this counter for the kids to eat. This also gives us more table space. So if they want to do their homework, they can sit there too. Okay, I've decided to put some lockers and also the money trash can in the bathroom. Whenever I play the 100 baby challenge, I usually put multiple toddler potties. I don't think we actually need them, but it is kind of cute with the color, so I'll do that. We now have a massive bathroom. It takes up like half the space, but it's okay. Okay, now that I'm thinking more about this layout, I feel like it would be nicer if we had a little bit more of like a proper entryway and seating area right when they first come in. So I've kind of moved the living room section to be over here. I also think that some bookshelves in here would be really nice. Previously, we just had those little kid bookshelves, which are really cute, but I think it would be better if we had some bigger ones to take up more space. I'm also gonna hang up the artwork in here. Okay, I've got us 2 science tables plus a couple of blarfies over here. I need to make my sim come mop this up, don't I? Let me also close the building for now. You can all get out of here, or you could stay. That's fine. Okay, this whole time I kind of pictured that maybe we would have some sort of little table outside. I want to have a place that the parents can sit. In my actual gameplay, I've sort of realized that the parents will sit anywhere, or even sleep in my bed. But having an actual dedicated place for them would be nice too. I haven't finished the downstairs, but I'm moving upstairs just for a second because I would really like to work on this room. This will be the door to our apartment, so we'll have to keep that separate. I'm thinking I'll put a couple of computers up here and then I'll leave the other 2 desks blank. In terms of gameplay in this room, I'm kind of picturing that you would just make adjustments and like swap out some of the furniture depending on what sort of class you're trying to host. So I would like to leave it a little bit open-ended as a classroom, just because that way you can use it in more ways. Okay, so this will be the classroom, and I'll leave it like that. I won't add too much else. And maybe while I'm upstairs, I will just try to finish the rest of the upstairs. I would love for this to stay as a little tiny studio apartment, but I will get maybe some artwork on the wall or something. Is that floating? Oh, that's really annoying. Okay, well, this will be residential. We'll swap this part to be public now. I'm actually gonna put a telescope up here. Kind of dangerous, but I think it's fun, so I'll keep one of those. And then maybe just a little swing set right there. We could get a couple extra tables outside. If we had other packs, this would be a great spot to put things like hopscotch, maybe like the games tables. I guess I could put a card table. It doesn't rain. We don't have any other packs installed, so we could put some more activity tables outside. I feel like we've been having a lot of trouble with the kids falling asleep or like passing out. So I'm thinking that I might try and get a little bedroom going, and the purpose of this being just so we have a place for the Sims to go instead of them passing out. I don't even know if they'll use it, but I feel like it's nice to have. I don't like that it's right in the front. Like, I think it looks kind of bad from the front, but I'm hoping that I can cover it with some debug stuff. I do have this crib separate, but I was kind of doing that on purpose because in my mind, that crib almost looks like a toddler playpen. Obviously it's a crib, but I feel like it can pass as something else. Okay, I'm putting toys on there. I'm actually gonna put a Wabbit tablet in here too, and then I'll get an extra dollhouse. So there's some walking room. We've got plenty of stuff filling up like every corner of the space. And now I'm just gonna do some debug landscaping. Okay, see, I had this in front of the old place, and this is what I mean by covering up the part that I don't like. If I can get this kind of big and just block it, to me, that is perfect. Okay, this is like honestly not my finest work. I feel like I probably should have just rebuilt it from scratch, and I still would like to build a bigger separate daycare center. This was kind of just about experimenting. Obviously, this one started as a starter home, so we're always gonna be kind of limited by that origin, but this is good and it's functional. So now what I wanna do is play test it. Although maybe I'll go to sleep first and test it in the morning. Okay, I'm opening up. Let's see what happens today. They came straight in, they're already playing. This one, Clifford, needs a bath. I can do that. You can't really see what needs everybody has, but you can at least see when they smell bad. He still smells bad. All right, I tried to change his diaper like 4 times too, and it didn't work. He can just stink up the place, I don't care. This infant, Simon's back, he's playing with a toy. Alexander finished a little drawing. There's somebody outside swinging. I'm kind of curious real quick, just to see if I can host a violin class. I'm gonna move the violins around so people have a little bit more space, and I'm gonna host one and see what happens. I have to hold a violin lecture. I don't have attending classes as one of the things. A disruptive customer. Brian! This guy's always here. Well, so far nobody has joined my class. Oh, here we go. No. I wanted her to come play the violin. I want somebody to come play the violin. This guy, go away. All right, well, the classes probably aren't the most effective thing, but it was fun to try and pretend. Looks like downstairs the kids are using the table for their homework. People are playing with the toys. I've got some more pictures finished, and this is maybe a good stopping point. Let's talk about this for a second, because I had fun doing this, but this is not what I wanted out of daycare. I think it's important to separate these two things, right? Like, businesses and hobbies is fun. Running a daycare style business and like having this indoor playground for the kids is fun, but it's not a daycare. So as a person who's been really wanting daycare for The Sims 4, this does not appease me. I want a daycare career. I want to have kids that are assigned to me. I want to be able to see their needs. I want to take care of them properly, like how The Sims 3 worked. And I think the same could go for like hotels, because sure, you could technically run a hotel or more like a bed and breakfast sort of vibe maybe with this. And I will test that out too. We'll make a whole separate video on that. But I think that we're gonna have the same experience with a hotel. You can open a business and tell your Sims to bathe and shower. You can tell them to sleep, but it's not really a hotel. It's just your Sims kind of hanging around the lot and sleeping. So I still want hotels separately as well. That's like my other #1 request for The Sims 4 right now, and this is not that. So I don't want you to buy this pack thinking that you're gonna be able to do that. Cause yeah, you can pretty much make any community lot now, to a certain extent. You're still gonna have to do some pretending, and the Sims are still gonna be Sims. They're still gonna behave like Sims, and I mean that in the most negative way possible. When I first started recording this video, I was really disappointed. I was like, okay, wow, this is 1,000 times worse than I expected. But as we played it a little bit more, it kind of became fine. I think I mentioned it earlier, but this is still the kind of thing that I see myself visiting more often than actually running myself. And I do love this as a storytelling tool, because to make a townie and then have that townie run a daycare, and then your Sims be able to go and visit. They can become friends with the nanny who works at the daycare. I think that that is a really cool idea. Again, it just takes a lot of pretending and imagination on your part for it to be fun. I also hope that this doesn't mean that we'll never get a real daycare career. I think that's my biggest concern about this, because this pretty much worked exactly how I thought it would, but I just hope that they're not going to shy away from giving us real hotels and real daycares in the future because this exists. I do think they get a little bit nervous about that, because even this with Get to Work, they know people are gonna compare them, right? And personally, I don't think they're all that similar. Maybe like broadly as a concept, it's similar, but the actual gameplay is not at all. And I think that's the case if they made a future daycare career. Like, sure, you could technically host something like that with this, but it's not really a daycare. So it would be okay if they made a real daycare later on, hopefully. So going forward, I'm gonna keep begging them for that. This is not good enough for me. It's just fine. I had a fine time playing this, but I still want more. I'm also gonna post both versions of this on the gallery, and then I'll make a better one using packs, because then we can have some more stuff in it. So stay tuned for that. I also have a video coming up where I built this, and it was actually the first thing that I recorded when I first got early access. So stay tuned for that in a couple of days. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay? Bye, everybody. Oh man, I think I feel sad. I don't know. Maybe I got my hopes up too high, because it did work how I thought it would, but that's not a good thing.